Face the World podcast, man. World's greatest podcast. It's your boy Cedric Speaks, the legally blind entrepreneur.
Yo, this is Zach, your favorite one over here. You feel what I'm saying? Youngest and tallest one over here. You feel what I'm saying?
It's your boy Darrell Johnson. You already know what it is, man.
I mean, it's just in the cut, you know what I'm saying? The prettiest of them all, prettiest of the group, yeah.
Dang, Zaya.
No, just kidding. Zaya is very, very close second, okay? But, yeah.
Well, hi, it's me, Zaya.
You can tell the difference between us right here.
I'm not very interesting, but I have a dog, and I love her a lot, and that's all I talk about.
Yeah, shout out to Dove, man. Shout out to Dove.
She's a menace.
Shout out to Dove and Sparkles.
And Sparkles.
Yeah.
Sparkles.
That was
is
Sparkles.
OG.
And Suki in
OG.
California. We love you, Suki.
Sparkles is
You're a good
my
boy.
dog.
All right, so first question that I have for everybody is, is this y'all first time, doing something like this, doing a podcast?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I record lots of voice memos on my phone, but,
Yeah.
It's my first time doing a video podcast. I was doing audio ones, but it's my first time doing it.
Yeah.
I think one time I did like a public interview in school, but I never really posted anything. But yeah, this is my first time doing a podcast, but I was my first time doing videos and stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, this is my first time doing a video podcast. Most of the podcasts I did, well, all of them were audio. And then I did a little bit of YouTube as well. So, yeah, I guess this is everybody's first time. So,
Nice.
Shoot.
all right. So, Genesis, what's up with you? How you feeling?
I feel good.
Our little sister.
Yeah. We were kind of rushed to get here. I was taking a little long time.
Kind of like your
she was
last,
taking
your last
a
one.
long
And then
time.
plus my lash glue wasn't cooperating with me. Y'all know some of the females, they know what I'm talking about, but no, it was just not
Bro, I
cooperating.
came from basketball practice and came back and still had enough time to get ready
Bro,
and
you're a
everything.
dude. You're a dude. I'm a female. Like,
Yeah, that is
how-
true, Zach. You can just, throw a shirt on and Genesis got it.
it's
bro,
two different things. Me and Zaya took the longest.
We was supposed to
Okay,
leave at
I did my-
5 and
my
it's
minimal makeup so
6:30,
fast.
I did. No, I low-key did. I was quick with it too.
I was watching Netflix, though, so that's probably why.
All right. So first off, how old are y'all? I want to know how old are y'all?
I'm 14.
I'm sure the people want to know.
Yeah, I'm 14. Turned 14 in August last year.
Yeah, I'm 14 too. We twins, so
We're twins.
I'm gonna be the same age as her. Yeah, we
Obviously
don't look
fraternal.
alike, but believe us, we twins.
I'm
like,
older by
somebody
30
that's
seconds.
Yeah, just believe it.
Fraternal.
Like we was born at the same time, same birthday, August 23rd. Just trust us.
All right, cool. And y'all all go to the same school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Clearbrook.
I'm 17. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm a freshman.
So tell
Big
me.
senior year. You know what I'm saying?
So
Almost
Genesis.
18.
So with that being said, Genesis, senior year, how has this year been for you?
I would say it's relaxing and stressful at the same time. Like, it's senior year, so it's kind of like, okay, last year. But at the
Yeah.
same time, you're thinking about, college and stuff like that. So then that's where it gets like, oh, shoot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep. I know you got prom coming up. Are you
Oh,
excited
yeah.
for that?
No, let me tell you, I'm finna step, okay? Okay, I'm gonna step. I'm coming out with the royal blue, the black. I'm finna have my hair stepped.
Get the game out. Somebody gonna copy you.
Nah.
Oh
see,
yeah, she
see,
finna
you
get a
can wear
game
the
out.
same
Everybody
color.
finna know.
Blue like
See,
that.
they can wear the same color, but it's not finna be the same look.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Right.
you feel me.
Big facts. And then Zaya, Zach, y'all freshmen, right?
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
freshman.
Freshman.
Little.
Just
Okay.
doing what I do. I'm taking honors and AP classes right now. They're pretty easy, in my personal opinion. I like them a lot. I like my teachers and the people at my school,
Yeah.
but I kind of want to leave because there is this other school that is an early college high school, but I can't go to it because I did not put in my application,
Got you.
and I had to put it in 8th grade, and I'm a whole year late.
Yeah, honestly, Zaya is one of the smartest 14-year-olds I know.
No, I was literally bragging
She
about it
challenges
yesterday.
she challenges me intellectually, so I think that's pretty cool. And for you, Zach, I mean, how's high school been going for you?
High school is pretty cool. I mean, it's when I first came there, it was nothing too special. I mean, it's I'm here, it's new people, like the girls look better or whatever, but it's like you know
Oh my
the
gosh,
food
that-
better, the girls look better. You know, it's talented people, older people, but you know the only really difference is I'm going to school with Genesis now for the first time in my life. I mean that's pretty
Oh, yeah.
cool.
I see her. In the
Word.
I don't
halls.
see it like
So-
I don't see it all the time, but it's like you know it's cool. You know how
many
my
times have you seen
siblings.
Genesis in
Too
high
many
school?
A lot. I walked to
Y'all
second
bump
period
into
with
each other
her.
in the school?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
bumped
walked
into
to class
each other.
together.
Is it awkward? Is it like
Nah,
No.
it's
It's
like
awkward with Zaya, but when I see Zach, he just looks at me like weird. Like, bro,
I
what
don't
are
look
you
at her.
looking
I wonder if I
Like,
looked at you weird. I've never looked at you weird.
I hug her in the halls. I hug her friends also.
that's
And
what's
then
up?
Zachary, every time I see Zach in the hallways, he's always arguing with somebody. Like, bro, like, why are you?
I don't argue with people. I just talk to like my homeboys like that because that's how we talk. Like that's how we talk.
That's not how you
know,
talk.
I be looking at some girls in the hallways too. Like, hey, if you one of them, just know I mean looking at you.
You're kind of that's kind
Oh,
of
that's
creepy.
not
I don't
Eye to
know.
eye, eye to eye. I'm looking at you.
I mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what
yeah.
what extracurricular activities are y'all involved in at Clearbrook, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Clipper.
yeah. So what activities are you guys involved in? Starting with you, Genesis.
So I've always been pretty out there. But in high school, I'm doing track. I've been doing hurdles since 7th grade. Basketball, I stopped that last year, but I was playing basketball. And I am an all-time 4-year cheerleader. So that's that's all the sports I did.
All right.
So you on varsity at Clearbrook, right?
Yeah, varsity. All V's, big V's.
Fees.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. I'm on student council.
Got kicked out.
I did not get kicked out. I got benched.
Put on blast.
Stop putting that.
But it's because I don't really feel like at home with like student council at Clearbrook because at my other school, at my intermediate school, you know, I was in cheerleading, I was in cross country, but I was also in student council all 3 years there, and it just felt like a community. Especially like in like the service committee, we did lots of outreach, and coming to Clearbrook, the student council was much larger, and it's like a much more competition. Like my friends are not really interested in it, and I don't feel as like at home with student council. But I'm in 2 other clubs. I'm in culinary club, and so we cook, and I think that's really fun because we don't have a culinary class at Clearbrook. We have food science and nutrition.
But I took like a class at Clearbrook. I don't know. I think it was like home
Home ec.
ec,
We
and then
don't
we
have
cooked
home
in
ec.
there.
Yeah, but we have culinary club. And we cook, but you have to be passing at all times.
Yeah.
That's not only like extracurricular that does grade check, and then I'm also in eco club, and we do like planting and gardening. And I volunteered for Houston's Park and Recreations about a few months ago, and we planted trees, and I thought that was really fun.
Trees.
And I think my extracurriculars like they make me better, and I think that's why I maintain such a decent GPA. I guess I'm not really involved with sports.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like my unweighted GPA is a 3.75, but my weighted is a 4.18, and you know I'm trying to get it up more because my PSAT scores were not exactly how I'd like them. I wish they were better, and I didn't really take my PSAT that seriously. And so going on to there's this website called AP Classroom,
She will talk.
and
She's ain't gonna let
you know,
nobody get the mic.
I'm gonna let you guys get the
Dang.
mic. It shows you like what AP classes you recommended for, and it's like you recommended for none, and I'm like I'm currently taking one. It's really easy.
Got you. And Zach, what you got going on?
I haven't really done anything yet. You know, just trying to get used to everything, getting how it is. But next year, I know I'm playing basketball and football, and I'm getting like I might join the club. I don't know. I doubt it, but I might try to see what things are.
What club? What you talking about?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what club I want to join, but this. I said I might. I said I don't know.
You are in
I don't.
art.
I don't know. I'm
You're
trying.
an
I'm
art
trying things out. I'm trying new things. You
You
feel
talking about
me?
in school?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm trying new things.
Do like a new elective.
Never mentioned a club.
I know. I'm just trying to try new things. You feel me?
You should join choir.
It just no. I'm not gonna choir. It
You
just
should
came to
sing
my
with
mind
me.
like right now. It just came to my mind right now. So
You talking about in school?
I mean, that's dope
Yeah,
because you do got to step outside of your comfort zone just to
Yeah.
see if there is other things that that you do like. You know what I mean? You don't want to keep yourself in a box. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool.
yeah, you gotta try new things. You always got to try something new. Once you get in life, you always gonna try to try something new. So
Yeah.
why not just start now?
Yep. So I mean, I'm interested to know, especially like with you, Zaya. How do you balance it all? Like, how do you how do you keep a clear head to do all of these things? Because
Straightforward answer.
for me, really only thing I did in high school was football. You know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine having taken AP classes and in this club and that club. How do you balance it all out?
It's a good question. I really don't know because I wake up at 4:30, so school doesn't start until 7:20. And most of my friends wake up around 5:36. I'm up at 4:30 every morning.
Sleep.
I have a small
the
dog.
bus
I have a
come at
puppy.
6:14, and she'd be trying to get up early to take her
she's
dog out and stuff, things of that
very-
nature.
Very ecstatic. So I think it's just discipline. I also meditate. I think that's a good thing for grounding yourself, especially when you're feeling really hectic.
Yeah.
I like
good. That's good. Meditation.
I like going with my dog. I take downtime because I have lots of assignments, especially with the classes I take. And we have an hour lunch, and so I take advantage of that.
Yeah.
I read a lot.
How about you, Genesis? How do you keep a clear head with everything that you have going on? Because me looking at you, honestly, I'm like, man, Genesis is a busy girl. You know what I mean? It just always seemed like you have something going on. How do you, Isaiah, how do you balance it all out?
Well, because most of the time, I'm always on the go. If it's at work or if it's at practice, another practice, this, that, I always got somewhere to be. But, what I try to do is, talking to some of my friends kind of calms me down, too.
Yeah.
'Cause it's, I like to get my mind off of it completely. So, my friends, we just talk about, most of the time, they like to talk about their problems. So, I'm like, yeah, I can talk about your problems, not my problems. You know what I mean? It's... And then, plus, sometimes I take time. I like watching YouTube and, a shower hits.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just forget all my problems in the shower.
The LED lights.
Yeah, the LED lights and
music.
just simple
LED
stuff,
lights.
just being at the house chilling.
Yeah,
is how I
yeah.
clear my head.
Very
Yeah,
amazing.
so you try to, keep as much stress off of you as possible by just
Hanging out,
unwinding
too.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love going downtown.
yeah.
Eating, yes, that's it. That's the one.
That's dope. That's dope. And Zach, you got any you got any ways that you kind of keep everything all in check, as far as school?
Well, for me, there's not really much to balance because I don't do much. But life usually has been pretty simple, so it's not really much to really do.
Yeah.
But I sometimes I go home and take a nap. But knowing I got homework to do, or sometimes naturally puts a lot of stress on me. But I got everything fine now, and I'm getting everything good. I'm paying better attention in class, and I feel great now. So ain't really no reason for me to stress my own self out.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So said, because you asking a lot of questions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Shoot. So yeah, what's going on? First of all, I just want to tell everybody. I already know he already spoke about it, but my brother, yeah, he motivational speaker, all that. So what's what inspired you really deeply to be a motivational speaker? What told you okay, this is what I want to do for real?
Well, to be honest, it all started with me working on myself. You know what I mean? It started from there. Obviously, I'm from what I'm going through, I'm legally blind.
Yeah.
And for me, every day that's a challenge, you know what I mean, being legally blind. So,
Right.
Once I finally broke through those mental barriers, of having a disability, and then, seeing everything that I have achieved, you know what I mean, since finding out that, I was officially legally blind, I felt like God placed me in a position, to be able to do this. God he won't give you nothing more than you can handle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So the fact that, God put, he put this on me, you know what I mean? There's plenty of people with disabilities in the world who they probably don't have as much confidence as me, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or, they probably, they're feeling some type of way about whatever it is that they're going through. And me, I just so happen to be strong enough to, wake up every day and despite all of that, make it through it. So, I just felt like because I am a person in this position, I felt like it was only right for me to, motivate others, not just people who going through what I'm going through, but just the world, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't have to be a disability. Everybody is going through something. You know what I mean? Like, it could be, you know, financial problems. It could be a death in the family, you know, and I just feel like if I could be that light in the world, I feel like I'm doing my part.
So basically saying this, pretty much everybody has a disability. Everybody has their problems. Everybody knows how
Oh,
to
yeah,
deal with
for
them.
sure.
That's something
Yeah,
that's
everybody,
going through.
Yeah.
everybody has their own thing to deal with and
Their
their
own
own
thing to
demons
do,
to battle.
Big
I
facts.
wouldn't
Big facts.
exactly use the word disability for that, but like
You get what I'm
We
saying?
all-
I'm
we all
using
have
it
our own-
metaphorically.
Yeah,
You
you
feel
knew
me?
what he
Like
meant.
you know what I
we know
meant.
what you meant, Zach.
Yeah,
But at the same
and
time,
for-
his eyes right.
Yeah,
but
for
like-
Darrell too. What inspired you to, you know, do everything that you do? Because Darrell, he, you know, he author and all that stuff. He do a lot. So like, what inspired you really?
Honestly, I just knew that I didn't want to spend my 20s, you know, doing things I didn't want to do. You know, I wanted
Right.
to make sure it wasn't really about the money. It was more so about my time. You know, how am I going to spend my time in my 20s? When I look back and say, what did I do when I was 25? What did I do when I was 27, 28? It was like, okay, this is what I want to do. So I chose to really go after what I was passionate about. And, you know, writing books is just mainly about helping people. It's not more so about writing a book and telling people, hey, I got a book. You know, it's more so about, can I give you some information that you haven't heard before? And can you use that? Just like you read a book in class, right? You read a book in class, it'll help you.
Yeah, for knowledge.
I felt like me going through an internship, you know, with a guy that had a master's degree, even though I didn't go to college, he had a master's degree. So, and he still taught me. You know, I was able to pick up the things that he's learned and use it in my own life. So I'm like, okay, I got that information. Let me teach somebody else what I learned. You know, so me just having that and like, okay, I want to spend my time wisely. I needed to make sure that I'm chasing my goals.
Yeah.
I'm writing if I want to do a book, I'm gonna write a book. If I'm gonna do a podcast, I'm gonna do a podcast right now. I'm not gonna wait till I'm 40, 45.
Yeah.
That's just not me.
Live in
you
the
know,
moment type
Yeah,
of
you know what I'm saying? And for me to realize that at this age, it's like, I know that it's God, because it's a lot of people that don't realize that they get caught up in life. But me, I actually focused in on like, okay, it's not about money and making $1 million right now. It's more so like, I want to use my time. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here with my family, 28 years old, and I'm doing a podcast. I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of fear into it. Like, dang, what we gonna say when we get up there? What we gonna do?
Yeah, but you
it's
know,
like-
we flow with it.
We always this is what we do all the time. Like we
we
always
we're
talk.
siblings. We talk.
All the time at the table. Like, I know some families don't, but I'm so blessed that we all sit like at a table and we just talk.
And we like each
all
other and we
day.
don't fight.
We have podcasts
Yeah,
all the time.
without the camera, without the mic.
Without
Like,
the
we're
mics.
always talking.
It's a blessing how we all really like close and we all
It
talk
is a
to
blessing.
each
Not a
other.
lot of siblings like each other. So.
Yeah.
This is all we all blood. Like, this is
Yes,
really my
this-
little sister. This is my other little sister, my big brother, my other little brother. We all lived in the same household. We grew up with the same family,
Right,
same
we grew
mom,
up
same
together,
dad.
right.
You know what I mean? I used to see Zach always getting punished upstairs. I'm like, hey, Zach, like, he even come in there and help you. But
Yeah.
he's also seen me, you know, getting into it, getting into it with my mom, or he's seen that, that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
Got
real.
wicked.
Yeah, it's real family. It's real things that we've seen. It's not just like, oh, we up here just to promote ourselves, or we actually talking to each other, so we bonding in the same time.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah. And that's a important thing for me too, like family. You know what I mean? That's why, like, on holidays, like, there's no better people for me to be around than family, because that's where you're gonna get the most love. You know what I mean? Like, those the people who, you know, got your back. You know what I mean? Or supposed to have your back. But you know what I mean? Like, family is very important, and I feel like if you got a family who's, you know, tight knit, and you know, y'all should come together and, you know what I mean, do something great, do great things, you know, and represent for your family.
Exactly.
Yeah, like y'all all know me. I love spending time with family. I love sitting down, spending time with people. Like this is
Bro, when I
this is
don't
what I
when I
love.
don't come, if I don't come to the house, Zach is low key upset, bro. He is low key mad.
Always calling you.
Zach holds me
Let's
accountable.
not talk about New Year's this year. What happened?
Oh,
No,
New
no.
Year's.
Oh yeah,
New Year's
let's
is
not
crazy.
talk about New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We gonna leave that
That was
out.
a real family get together.
That was a real
Yeah.
family get together.
That was
I
something, yeah.
I don't know how much I like that very much.
Yeah, but like for real, I don't like when everybody be leaving, bro. Cause the house feel empty. Cause Janice is already doing her stuff,
She's always
doing her own
gone.
thing, or she'd just be in her room or something. And Zaya, you know, be spending time with her dog and stuff. And you know,
Yeah.
I
I have to spend
sometimes I
time
feel
with
like
her. She's a
alone.
puppy.
Sometimes, like for real, like
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like I'm just by myself. I don't like feeling like that. So you know, it's like having them two or whatever, like
Being
around
family
here.
oriented. There's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like having these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
Gotta learn how to be at peace with yourself, though. too.
I'm at peace
Big
with myself.
You gotta learn how to live by yourself.
Yeah,
I spend a
like-
lot of trust
I-
me. I spend a lot of time by myself.
Like
It's
very
I know
cringy.
how to spend time by myself and be by myself. It's like, you know, I just, you know, it's cool being around my family, you know. It's not like I'm like that with everybody else, like outside my family, you know. With me, I'm kind of, to be honest, I'm kind of distant around my friends, but like around y'all, I'm around y'all, like, you know.
I'm all over my friends.
Yeah, because you know we all you know, well y'all are we're all getting older, but you know you guys in general y'all are getting older, so you know eventually even y'all are gonna go y'all separate ways. You know what I mean? Genesis,
so sad.
you know.
Genesis is
about
going
to
to
be in
college.
and with
about
that being
6
said,
months.
that's a good segue.
No, I'm
Genesis,
literally
what
gonna cry.
colleges are you looking at? Like, who's your top prospects? Who's gonna be blessed and be
Blue.
honored to get the presence of Genesis Madden in their school?
Big Blue, I'm looking at Georgia State mainly. I got LSU on my mind.
I like LSU.
I got
D1.
I don't know, Clark, Atlanta. Got that on my mind.
What's him?
I love
Southern
Atlanta.
based.
Yeah, I just want to stay in like the southern area if anything. Like I want to stay in Georgia. Or I might Sam Houston. I was thinking about that too. But
Look close. Sam Houston.
yeah, Sam Houston's close. Like, to be honest, half of me wants to stay here, you know, stay connected. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, I've been in Houston
know.
for almost all of my
I
life.
love you so
Yeah.
much, but I
Like-
think you should go.
Hey, you
I
want to
think
hear a
make you
fun
happier.
fact? You know you're gonna be the first one in our immediate family to go to a big school, right?
Yeah. And cause
Breaking
she
it.
went to a private
Community.
yeah,
I went to a community.
So I will be the first one, which is very scary. 'cause
Very
it's a lot of
proud.
pressure. But, I mean, it'll be all right.
Sure.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm really looking at Georgia State, though.
Georgia State.
Man, I'm looking to be
What's
the.
the mascot?
Yeah, I about to say what's
What's
gonna
the
ask what's the mascot?
Oh yeah, what
Panthers.
is?
Go
Oh yeah, they are
Panthers!
Panthers.
Panthers.
Yeah, and we just took a trip out there.
It was
to
so
Atlanta.
fun.
It was.
Man, I couldn't even go.
I
man.
couldn't go
wanted to
either.
It was
Yeah.
fun,
You
bro.
would have, bro.
I
We
was
would have
at
had so
home.
much
Yeah.
fun, bro. I'm
We
telling you.
had
always wanted
fun.
to
I had to go to a quinceañera. And so I was bored. I had to go
yeah,
dance.
Zach said it was dark.
It was very dark.
Explain what you mean by that. Like,
so you
explain
like-
what you mean by dark.
So like
Bro,
you
you
see his skin, her skin, her skin, and my skin, right? So
Yeah.
dark. It's very dark. There's
So
a lot
black
of black
people.
people there.
Yeah.
And no offense, like it's not offensive. It's just like
And where
our
was you-
skin is dark.
where you get
So like there's a
offended by?
lot of black.
It,
black
it-
people.
it's definitely
Melanin.
It
Melanated.
definitely was a
Melanin.
culture shift because it's like, you know, being in Texas and with like, you know, I love everybody. You know what I'm saying?
love
White,
them all.
brown,
We love 'em all.
yellow, red, green, blue, pink. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But going to Atlanta was definitely a culture shift of seeing like
People that
our
look like
people
you.
everywhere.
No,
like it
for
was
real.
like
Because I've lived in
They just feel
California,
like
lived in
the community.
Texas. You see mostly lighter skinned, whiter people.
yeah.
And then even though I didn't go to Atlanta, like I wouldn't know how it would be if I see people that look like me all the time.
Yeah.
Because I have one black friend, and then obviously my family's obviously black. So I'm not, hanging around people that look like me a lot.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
would have went with us, you know what I mean? It definitely would have been a culture shock to you. You'd have been
Culture
like,
shock.
wow.
Yeah,
You know
and it
what I
was
mean?
nice.
Yeah.
Everybody talks out there.
How long was y'all out there for?
We was
Like,
out there for at least 2 days.
3 days. It was like
3 days.
yeah, because they kept running up the money there.
Yeah, nah.
Spent like $2,000 over there.
If you are ever going to go
grand?
to Atlanta, don't you dare get a hotel downtown.
No, because the hotel was like around a lot of areas. It was around Georgia State. It was around state. What was it? What was the?
Yeah, that's exactly why.
I know.
Yeah, what was
the
tourist
hotel
money?
itself was
Ox-
not worth it. It was
No,
a
it
small
was a
hotel.
regular,
Yeah.
basic hotel.
It was like an
'cause
extended
was just
stay.
it was by the Hawks Stadium, and
mean,
it was
it was-
like
it was
the
nice.
Hawks Arena.
It was
It's-
nice, don't get me wrong, but the size of it for what, you know what I'm saying, was spent
Right.
on it wasn't. And
I
maybe
think,
that's
yeah.
just different coming from, Texas is like, it's a lot more affordable out here. I don't know how it is in like other places
Yeah,
or
it's
in
affordable,
Atlanta.
but everything is
but
bigger in Texas.
Out here, you would have
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a mansion for the price that
We
you
could
know,
have got.
we could have booked the
We
mansion.
could have
for
booked
that
the
night.
B&B for real.
Yeah,
Right.
straight
We
up.
really
That's
could
what
have
I'm
booked the
saying. Straight up.
B&B.
Yeah, most
Honestly,
people not, yeah.
there was some nice houses over there too.
B&B.
I saw some
In
really
the
nice
B&B
houses.
is like, should be always the first option.
Yeah.
We so used to hotels
Yeah.
with family, and your first mind is get a
Airbnb
hotel.
would have been
Yeah.
way better.
You get a B&B.
But we
man.
wasn't. Yeah, next time because I'm trying to First of all, because I'm about to be turning 18. I'm trying to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm trying to go yet.
Okay. Speaking of going
Maybe Florida.
places, yeah.
Miami.
Speaking of going places and having experiences, here's a question for all y'all. What's y'all wildest experiences so far?
Oh,
Wildest experience?
that's
What do you mean wildest
Wildest experience.
Like, wildest experience, like experience that's like crazy, like it's
don't
like
have
it's a
one.
crazy, unforgettable experience that you had.
Oh.
Like you don't gotta be like crazy.
I don't.
Alright,
Let's turn up the heat real quick.
Yeah.
We saw.
Okay, we go from start Cedric and that me.
Oh, my nose itch, bro.
That's wildest experience. that's
Yeah,
deep.
it's out of left field. Yeah.
Like,
Ooh,
we
look
got
at
so
this
many
line, boy.
experiences where it's like, I think mine's had to be when we threw that party at the house.
Oh yeah.
And like we
Left
threw this
the
big
speaker
party.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was in high school, and we got caught actually, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was because I didn't want to do it in the first place. I was telling them like I don't want to do this. Like people out of town, just chill. Y'all can stay here, but just chill, relax.
Right.
Next thing I know, it's just people just
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened when I threw my little party too.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was
turning to
ridiculous.
Project X.
No, for real. Everybody was just popping up. I said, dang, like I didn't really.
Bro, there's so many people that I didn't even know she invited. I'm like, who is this dude?
No, that
we
party was
all-
crazy.
well, we was all so confused.
I hated that party.
Like,
I'm
it was
not a
like-
social butterfly.
It was like she invited her friends and they friends invited their friends
Right.
and they
It
was like
friends
100
invited they
people in our
friends.
house.
I couldn't
there
even
was
walk
at
inside
least
the house.
200. It
How,
was
let me ask y'all something because when me and Darrell did it, we kind of went behind our parents' back to do it. You know what I'm saying? They was on
that's why it was
vacation.
wild. It was like, dang, like
How did y'all convince
Me and Genesis at the
mom
bed.
to let y'all do
Okay,
that?
so
Like,
You had to
first-
beg.
of all
Mom
people.
was there.
Okay, first of all, the party would have been a lot better, of course, if my mother wasn't there. But so basically I already asked her for a Halloween party because like nobody was really hooking us up with no Halloween parties. So I was like,
lollipop
dang.
like
So I
this.
was telling my friends like, all right, bro, like if there's no Halloween parties coming up, I might as well just try to throw one. So I was like telling my mom. Because I already had a little get-together type thing for my birthday last year. So it wasn't that too many people. It was like some chill, like 20. But, yeah, so I brought up the idea, and I was just talking to her about a party. I was like, we have a pretty nice house. So it's like, yeah, you could have put a lot of people in here, and there'll still be a lot of space, like, type stuff. So I was just basically telling her about that.
Yeah.
And then it took her, because at first she said yes, but then that's when she started really thinking. But I talked to Dad about it. And he was like,
I had like 300 people in the living room. Genesis
no.
sent the video. It was like people just.
There was
like
people
raving
in our
the living room.
backyard.
Raging in there like
Yeah.
a
Like mom was here to see.
look
this
like
shit.
a
was
Travis
in
Scott
her
concert.
I was in my room. No, like I could not do it. I went downstairs. I took some Oreos. Went upstairs. Because
Man, I
Criminal
couldn't
Minds
even
is my
get the
comfort show.
Oreos.
but that
Turned it
has
on.
so much
Criminal
potential.
Went to read.
It's
got something.
just the right, like, it was just random people. Because
Yeah.
if I had security, it would have been perfectly good.
Yeah, me and Seth should've-
Perfect.
Security?
me and Seth should've definitely been there. at the
Yeah,
door,
if
you know
there
what
was
I'm saying?
security, that party would have been the talk of the town.
And it
Y'all
was-
should have charged people at the door.
No, for real. I would have made
Like bank.
bank.
Like at least $1 at the door, man.
And it was mighty fitting since it's your last year of high
Yeah,
school. and
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like a core memory now. Like I'll always be like, yeah, I threw a house party.
Shoot,
They
it'd be
gonna
something we
remember
can remember. Something we can remember for sure. Cause I was there, man. People was dressed up in some crazy costumes.
I did see some
Oh, yeah.
costumes.
Man.
Most definitely required.
Let's not talk about about the backyard though, cause that
My
was
poor
crazy.
puppy, she was out there.
Oh yeah, cause it was crazy. Remember when the backyard? You feel me? The backyard was
kitchen table.
crazy. And everybody was back there.
We
It was
wasted so many
crowded.
chips though.
Bro, I
Our
didn't want
floor
to
was
get.
sticky
I didn't want to
for
get any
days.
chips because everybody and their mama was digging their hands in the chip bag. It was like a
Yeah,
big
there
chip
was
bag, and
so
everybody was
much.
digging their hands in there. That's
There was
nasty.
So much going on.
Yeah, that's nasty. Everybody digging their hands in the chip bag. I don't know what you got or what your hands been, what you doing at the party. I don't want to be all like,
Everybody digging in the chip bag.
yeah,
Right.
you might have like monkey AIDS or something. What you doing in there?
Monkey aid.
Monkey AIDS.
Okay.
All right, Zach. All right. Just move on
Your
from that.
vocabulary needs some
facts.
expanding.
You know what I'm saying?
So has school changed for y'all now that y'all, like, the whole COVID stuff is happening?
Oh,
That's what I
yes,
was gonna-
definitely.
What has changed about school? Like,
Oh, well,
high
last
school,
year,
since COVID started?
social distancing was a huge thing. Masks were required.
Last year.
But now this year we live in Texas. We obviously been living in Texas, so the mask protocols have like lessened more.
Yeah.
Especially like the vaccine has been coming out. More people has been getting it. Like most of my friends are vaccinated. So we're not required to wear masks at school. I personally do, because it makes me feel safer. I wear a mask in public. I don't like taking off my mask at school. But, you see a lot of, like, maskless people. There's a rise in COVID cases, but we used to do contract chasing. Well,
Contract chasing.
Tracing. Contract
Yeah.
Tracing.
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 So let's say Zachary had corona, right?
Right.
And we were in a classroom. They would quarantine you, Cedric, me, and Genesis.
Because we're all in the
'Cause
same
we're all in
room,
the same
sitting by
area.
each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, we would have to quarantine. And we have to take a corona test, like how when I got quarantined, because I was exposed to corona, contact tracing. And then I had to get tested, and then I was positive. Obviously, I had to stay home.
Got me positive too.
I was
But
around
this
both
year-
of
My
them.
birthday.
That's when I went to the
On my
house and
birthday.
everybody was just in their room.
Yeah,
Like, just,
not me though.
But this year we
On
don't
my
do that.
birthday.
Nah,
you
cause
you was good.
yeah, I was around both of them, and I still didn't
you still
catch
didn't
it.
get corona.
I still didn't catch
My
it. Thank
birthday.
God, man. God
You
is
did get
good,
corona
man.
on her
Cause I ain't
birthday.
not get that mud,
But-
but man, COVID is weird and crazy, bro. There's a new variant every week, bro.
Honestly.
every week, bro. Every
When
week I
you
look
think
up.
You're like, it's like, okay, slowly going away. Like, you're like, okay, well, that it's looking like we good. Like,
Yeah.
we finna
Yeah, like, you
finally
just-
get through this. Yeah, like,
Facts.
And a
It's
new
like,
variant
nope.
comes
And
out.
then-
Every time we get
and
lax, a
everybody's
new
like, oh, I
variant
got
comes
corona,
out.
I got- I'm like, dang, bro, we was so close.
Yeah.
I was like, we was so close.
Every time we feel like
who
COVID's
messed it up?
fine.
Who did it? Like, it's just like that one person. Like, why did you do that? What did you do?
Whose body did this new variant start forming in? Like,
Who did
Like who did that?
Yeah,
Hold
like,
on.
for real. It's always a new variant.
do
I'm
y'all?
like,
So are y'all still doing social distancing and?
No,
No.
we know they
Not
canceled
to be
online
honest,
school
no.
for us. There was online school last year. We don't have online school. We don't have contact tracing. We don't have like during choir, especially because singing is a super spreader. Last year we would sing and then have to wait for like the particles to calm down. I don't know. It was like way more sophisticated how they said it. But this year we can sing the whole class period. We have concerts now. We're allowed to wear our choir dresses, go to on like the bus to go to our concerts because we sing about 30 minutes away at this church and it's very pretty. But we didn't get that last year. We didn't get our choir dresses. I got corona during my cheer competition, and my team won. And I was like, I paid $1,000 to go to the competition. I spent my time, my effort on this team
Yeah.
just for me to get corona from cheer practice from another cheerleader,
Yeah.
and then have to stay home at my competition. Seeing my team win and celebrating their victory, I was like, yes, I'm so glad that we won. But it's like,
Dang, like,
I wasn't there. Like, I should have been there. And of course I felt jealous. And of course I cried over it. And I was very hurt. But they're like, Zai, you're still there in spirit, whatever we did. Because we
Yeah.
always did, like, leg shakes before games. And,
hold up. Then somebody, I ain't gonna bring up any names, but then somebody say you didn't deserve to get a medal or a trophy, whatever it was.
It was a
'cause you-
shirt.
yeah, a
and
shirt.
and
Yeah,
it
because he wasn't
probably-
there.
I don't think it was that serious.
She
It
was
might have-
tripping,
It might have
bro.
been a misunderstanding. And
Nah,
I
it
did
wasn't.
take it to
Nope, it
heart.
wasn't no misunderstanding. It was not
It
no.
is what
She
it
did that on purpose. I don't
She's
know
a
what.
very nice person.
I mean, I ain't saying nothing bad about her, but she just had a little Grinch moment. Let's say that.
No, I bet she's very
Right.
nice.
Just had, I don't know. That just made me mad
She's
because
a
she
really
never
good
liked me.
cheerleader.
Really, she cool now, but like she never really liked me like throughout middle school and whatever.
She's really good at what
I
she
didn't
Bring
does.
the high school drama in here, bro. Like, what?
So hey, question for Darrell.
Yeah.
How has this pandemic been for you? Has it affected you in any way or
I mean, it's definitely affected me. You know what I'm saying? It's affected because I like to move fast. I like to get stuff done. When
Yeah,
I feel when I
definitely.
feel positive about something, I want to just get out and do it. When I want to go to the gym, I want to go to the gym. If I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to spend time with family, I want to spend time with family. So when the pandemic started, it just slowed stuff down. It was almost like, no, you cannot do that.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Couldn't get my hair done. It's just basic stuff that I just couldn't do.
People was walking around looking.
Homeless.
like,
Homeless.
like low-key, we all look good now, but during all of when that started, we was looking bad.
I need to take
Nobody
these
keep
braids
it.
down. They're
Yeah.
not on the last leg.
The barbershops was closed. The hair studios, the salons, they was closed. So,
My braids was growing braids.
On live support.
No, I was gonna take these down today.
life support.
The second season of
But,
Euphoria is
dying.
on
I
an
mean,
hour.
the
Very
thing
excited.
about it though is that you can't let stuff stop you. You know, it's always gonna be a challenge in life. You know, that when they said all the COVID stuff was happening, it's been things like COVID been happening. You know what I'm saying? I've been going
Right.
through challenges and stuff that tried to stop me. So it's more so about how am I gonna react to this.
Amen.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
I reacted to it in a positive way, and now we on the other side, and now we doing podcasts, and we still making sure that our companies is growing, our brands is growing. We not just suffering, just like inside, still thinking about the next stimulus check.
Yeah.
You know, we know how to make money from our business, and we've been doing that the whole time during COVID.
You know, low key, I think y'all business was the best. We should be the best time during quarantine because look, let me explain this. So look, everybody during quarantine, they stuck in their house. They get ideas, so they want to grow their brand. They may want to get a brand, so they want to grow it. So they hit you up, talking about, hey, let me. I want to grow my page, so they grow their page.
Now, that was the surprising thing about
Yeah.
the pandemic too, is that even when everything started, more people wanted to grow their business. It wasn't like I don't want to do it because I want to save money. More people wanted to do it.
Yeah,
I think-
because,
yeah.
like,
to
you
make
get
money at
more
home.
time to think, and you got more time to be like, what am I doing? Like
Yeah.
COVID quarantine was everybody's like relapse. Like,
Yeah.
like, let me think about what I'm really doing for
Right,
myself.
right.
Like, what am I really doing for my future?
Yeah.
Like that's probably why they were like, okay, you know what? Like I got this business. Like, man, I
Yeah.
gotta do something
Yeah.
about it. Like, just because I know I sure did. I know I'm pretty sure everybody on this little couch thing. I
did
was
lots of
rethinking
self-growth.
life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was rough for me at the beginning of quarantine,
Broke
And-
up with my boyfriend at the time. right?
especially like
Dang.
during
Wait, who-
Quarantine.
I was like, I can't even do this.
Man,
No.
let me let y'all know this. Let me let y'all know this. Quarantine, before quarantine, I was struggling, man. My hair was horrible. It was it was horrible. Like it was bad, and my face was fat, man. The females in my inbox was like fat donut at 0. It was just a struggle. It was a struggle during quarantine. Females in my inbox was like fat 0.
What are you?
Fat 0. I had no females in my inbox. What you talking
Nah,
about?
he's saying he not calling them fat.
Oh,
He's saying
yeah.
it was a fat 0.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no females.
I'm not saying fat is necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, the females
Being
in my
fat is not
I
terrible.
tell you, they tell you
There
it
was
was
no females in my inbox. It was nobody there. It was
okay.
deserted.
All right.
Nobody was dry.
They was in some.
That
they-
sounds nice.
Actually, let me explain this. There was this one girl, but she came and went. So she came. She had the times where she was there and not.
I mean, did
but-
quarantine make y'all want somebody even more, or what? Or
Yup.
was it less? Like,
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
Actually, for me, it was more because I'm like, I can't see her. We out of school. I can't really go out and see her. She wasn't there. So, I kind of wanted her more at the time. But, now it's like, now,
outside.
I
yeah,
cannot
I'm
relate at
outside.
all.
Now since I see her, it's kind of less now. Now since I see her, it's gone. Like,
Well, yeah.
I see her, it's like, no.
See, I can't relate because I was quarantined with my girlfriend at the time. So
Oh, we know how
that
that
was
goes.
a whole
we,
yeah.
we know how that
So
goes. We know
that
how
was
that
when
goes.
that was when you get that test. It's like, all right, I gotta be
Yeah.
around you.
All the time, the
24/7.
relationship.
Like, no break.
24/7.
Like,
No
I can't go to the
breaks.
store at least. Like, no, we stuck.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
that's why I like my privacy. Like I can't relate to anything that anybody's saying because I haven't liked a person since I was in 3rd grade. So that was a while ago.
And he turned out to be gay.
I am not gay.
He did
No,
turn
not
gay.
you.
He turned out to be
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, we ain't gonna
He's
get no
still super
names.
nice, but he is gay.
I have him in my second period too. He's pretty cool.
He's in my advisory,
He opens the door for everybody.
but it's like he's nice. He's a nice guy, but I haven't liked a person in a long time, and nor do I have any like.
It's fine. You're 14.
She's
I
too
don't-
focused on her
Like everybody
craft.
right now.
I don't have any interest to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
anybody or to date anybody. So I think where I'm at is fine, and I'm glad nobody like tries to get with me. I know, like I know, especially in 6th grade, especially
Wait.
because
Except for that fat dude, that one fat dude that tried to get with you.
I want fat guy, the one that texted me.
Shame. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
fat
I'm
fat is
I'm
not
skinny. I
me
didn't say
personally,
I'm body
I'm
shaming.
like the biggest person in this room. Fat is
Fat.
no fat is not a rude word to me
Bummer.
or like any of my friends. If fat is just like saying somebody's skinny. Like if you say that person is fat, fat is not like
all depends
that's
on the person.
bad.
It's not like you make Twinkies.
No, if somebody called me
double
fat, I would be
cheeseburger.
like,
Be calling the wrong-
okay.
Okay, I eat good. What you
Right.
eat?
I'd be like,
Yeah.
and you know, most people who are bigger don't eat a lot of food. Like Zachary, he eats more than me.
Yeah.
And obviously, we look totally different.
Yeah. So it's a genetic type.
It's a
thing.
it's a genetic thing, and I don't, you know, we're fraternal twins, so our genetics are totally different. But we were again we're conceived at the same time. But I think it just depends on person to person because I think I just was born with a slower metabolism, and it's not like, you know, I've never been hurt that I was bigger than anybody else.
Girl,
Hold up.
You're
Never
talking
eat my
as if
hands
you
rocking.
are from the 600-pound life.
I am. I eat
Like-
food all of the time.
Nah,
Hey,
look,
let me explain. Let me
Real
explain.
talk. Hold on, Zach. Look, real talk though. The other day, I woke up in the morning, right? And normally, I'm the first one in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But one morning, what was it, like a couple weeks ago, I wake up and who's in the gym bench pressing? Zaya.
I like
Zaya.
working out.
I
bench
mean,
it's
pressing.
fun.
Zaya.
Working out is fun. I was a runner. Like I ran last year all the time. Like before school, woke up at like 5 a.m. Would go run my 2 miles to my cross country team, and I thought it was like very fun. Working out for me is more about the mental than the physical. I can care less about the physical. It's more that I feel at peace when
yeah.
I'm working out, and I feel like
like
I'm.
that.
I like feel like I'm dying.
Most people focus on the physical.
The
That's why
physical-
they don't do it.
The physical is like, what's the point? Like I can care
I do
less.
enjoy working out though. Too.
I
Mental
think
clarity. It's the feeling you get.
and the endorphins
I like the
I like
afterwards.
the after feeling. That's
Yeah.
really. What
I like
pushes
feeling
me. I'm
sore.
I gotta go back.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Look,
that.
let's go back to what Zai was saying. How she was born with a slower metabolism. Let's start with this. When we was younger, you did not have a slow metabolism.
She
Let's
always low key kind of did. She used to eat.
when
but
we
not
was
like
living in
that.
California, Zai used to throw down on her food. I'm telling you, Zai used to plate. Zai used to eat. Zai used to eat. I'm telling you. Now she don't eat no more.
Maybe it
but
just
she used to
slows
eat.
while I grew growing up. But I feel like the more you do work out, you can feel your metabolism growing.
Oh yeah. That's
Because
true.
especially like on the
eat more,
days
right?
I run,
Yeah.
I can feel it. I'm just like, oh gosh, like I'm a lot hungrier than I usually am. And that's perfectly fine. Like it's fine to be more hungry and it's fine to eat more food.
Look,
I eat all the time.
I got a story to tell about Zaya actually. So one time we was in the store and she was eating
I'm so scared.
and like she was eating some Kit.
Who's talking?
She asked my mom to buy some Kit Kats.
Oh, I know this
So she
story.
ate the Kit Kats. Why she ate the whole thing of Kit Kats in the back of the car.
It was like 5.
So
5,
the
4.
thing is, she thought it was a normal size Kit Kat. So my mom turns and she goes, Zai, let me see the Kit Kat. Why does it look kind of big? She turned flipsy, so the thing was flipped over at the end. So she flips it over and it says king size. She goes,
It was
her
an
eyes get
extra
big. She goes,
It was like big
king size. Then she goes to that whole thing. Saya, food is not your best friend. And she started going on the whole rant, almost dang there crying, talking about Saya, food is not your best friend.
But I feel like
Food
that
is my best
that
friend.
Food is my
instills,
s-
you know,
Love food,
not
man.
good mental like, stability in a person. Like especially growing up and people saying, Zaya, you would look better if you just weighed less. Zaya, if you just slimmed
Who
down.
told you that? You
my
gotta
mom-
run me my ones.
My mom said that Zaya, you could look better
run
if
me
you just
my
slim
ones.
down a little bit. I'm
Right,
like,
now we gotta.
Oh, and I don't gotta have to run my
Now we
ones.
gotta
I didn't even know
And-
that.
and I'm just like, okay. And especially like when I was younger, I would take it to heart. But I'm just like, okay, and what? Because I don't really care.
Zaya, you
You're
look
not even
Yeah.
big.
It doesn't
You
ever
look
make
perfectly
sense.
It
fine.
doesn't even look bad.
Because regardless of what you do with your body, you know what I'm saying.
It's my business.
You're
and
healthy.
it's for you. You
You're
know what I
healthy.
mean. Don't do anything
And especially because
it's
I'm
not like you're
healthy.
like a
Parents
test
gonna- your
holiday.
parents gonna always want you to be your healthiest. So if they say certain things to you, take it as they want
It's
you
for
to
the
be
best.
best.
But I think my
dad
mom
basically
was
called
talking
me
more about
fat.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
I am 165. I'm
Genesis, me and you weigh the same.
Yeah, like every
Which was
every,
shocking. I was like, dang, my sister, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like, I gotta
everybody's
get
like,
my
oh
weight up.
gosh, you're 165
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But
all
like
in the
some
thighs,
people
baby.
would hear the weight and be like, oh, there's something
There's
wrong
a-
with you.
there's a
Like,
problem with
that's
the
a
weight.
problem
Nah.
with that.
Especially
I-
doctors.
Necessarily,
Doctors don't
like,
take me
look,
seriously.
I'm completely fine. Like I'm you
Yeah.
know, it's good. Like
Yeah.
When
it's muscle weight. Like I'm a pretty strong.
Do you
hefty female.
do you work out a lot?
I do, and I don't work out as much as I used to, because I really mainly work out the most when I'm in my prime time of my sport. Like if I'm in basketball, that's when I really work out the most. And cheer, because of cheer season, all that stuff, that's when I would normally, work out there, but like work out with my team type deal.
Yeah.
Which is why you probably wouldn't see me in the gym so
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
because I'm working out with my team like every day. So
Yeah,
like why would I
yeah,
go to
yeah,
the gym?
yeah.
when I'm
Why
already
would you go to
working
the
out
gym?
every day?
yeah,
So-
One thing I remember this. Me and Seth talked about this last night. When do you ever do your homework, Genesis? We've never seen you. do
Yes, that was the topic of last night. I
She
never
don't. She don't.
ever saw
it.
Genesis
Genesis
do
is a scholar.
homework.
And Genesis is a
Ever.
scholar in high school. She
3.5
She get
GPA.
constant letters from colleges, and I've never
Always
seen Genesis.
letters.
I mean,
my
let's
God.
think
Okay.
about this.
Okay.
Where does she be after school? She probably
No,
working
you're
on her
never
work.
home. Like
No,
you do your homework at like your
okay.
I
job.
just
Like-
I never seen just Genesis do homework.
So-
I know she do homework.
Yeah, like even
Yeah.
on the weekends we come on. Some kids are still doing homework on the weekends.
me.
I've never seen Genesis.
Always doing weekend homework.
Well, for one, I'm that type of kid. Like, I don't like doing homework. Like, I don't want to go home and do my homework. Sometimes if I'm like really sleepy at school, I'm like, okay, I'll just do it when I get home. But most of the time, like, I'll just try to knock it all out, because most of the time my teachers give me the homework at least 15 minutes before class ends. I'm like, all right.
Oh, so you
bro.
try to get it done. in
Yeah,
class.
I'm like, all right, bro,
Yeah.
because I'm trying to get home and sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then plus, like, I got my job, like my daycare job. It's real chill. Like, I just bring all my schoolwork there with me.
Yeah.
And then I'll just knock it out right there.
But you don't want to do it at home. You don't like doing homework.
I don't
at
really
home.
like doing it at home. And if I do my homework at home, that's why y'all don't see me, because I do it in my room on my bed. Because I don't really
Probably
like.
on FaceTime.
Yeah, on FaceTime. you
Always
know.
on FaceTime.
Yeah. And plus, because when I'm downstairs doing my homework, I just don't really feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially because my mom all nosy, what you working on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
I'm like,
be
nah,
trying
nah, I
to-
just want to be in silence, or just y'all talking about something completely different. I'm like listening, because I can't work in silence either.
Yeah,
That's
see,
one
I know
thing
you
just
got it
can't
done
do.
somehow, because a 3.5 don't just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It takes a lot of hard work,
yeah.
dedication,
A lot of hard
discipline. Yeah,
I had
late
like
nights.
I had like a 1.9 in high school. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's because I didn't do my work. It wasn't because I wasn't smart.
What about that,
I don't
Zachary?
even remember doing
Hush.
homework at all
I
either.
just didn't do it. I would get the homework and it was like, it's Friday.
No, I have literally weekend homework. I never do my work
It's
though.
Friday.
I don't know how I keep up my grades.
But
I never do my
At
work.
the same time, I was always grounded. So that's not a positive thing. You don't want to spend your whole 4 years in high school being grounded.
Grounded.
Right.
You were bad.
Yeah. Remember
a
remember
bad
them remember them times. I remember times coming from school. Darrell like, hey, said don't show them the report cards.
Jensen
Know what
Zach
I'm
was
saying?
after
Don't
me
even
all
show
the
it.
time.
That's
Zach
cool.
would be
Fake report
sick.
cards.
So don't even show.
Yeah.
No, they come running to me. Zai, do not tell them we have a report
Hold
card.
on, hold on. The parents might be watching
It's
this.
the progress
Progress
report.
Progress report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The report card always gonna be solid at the end.
It's
of
when
the
they
day.
used, it's when they used to give us
The
the
progress
papers.
The
reports,
progress
yeah.
report. In my progress is still progressing.
Facts.
So,
That's why they call it our progress report.
You need to calm down. But she gets so excited. Ooh, look at my grades. Wait. 'Cause I
I got a 49 right now. Calm down. Hold on. Let me get a chance. Get my grade at
Yeah,
20s and
It
70s.
is not
thing where
over.
it's like I knew if my mom seen I got a 65, I'm not going out that weekend. So
Facts.
I figured out a way on. You get a report, and this is nobody need to try this at home. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It was a way where I can get another duplicate of that report card, cut that out, cut like an 80 out, right? Glue it and paste it on that 65.
People
guys
was
got
doing
physical
that. People
report
was
cards,
really
so-
doing
I
that.
Get a
heard
whole
of
new
that.
report card.
I heard of that.
Guess what? Mama found out.
You know, Bob.
Now maybe the first 2 times she didn't know. You know, she was just like, okay.
But why
my
would you
son
let
is-
yourself fail more than once? Like, if you see yourself failing,
did she
you have to
find
do
out?
that. Just get it up real quick. Like, you can't just.
Yeah.
See, I never took it
How did
that
she find
far.
out?
Yeah, how'd she find
I
out?
never
You
took
look
it
at
that
the-
far.
You look at the report card and you can look at the back and say, I mean, you can see that it's not the official paper.
Official,
They
yeah.
got ISD.
Yeah, that was
they got
CCISD.
the
Eventually, she started seeing it like, look at this paper. Like,
She's like,
regular-
this is some printer paper. This ain't some
We got
cardstock.
kids watching like, stop giving it away, stop giving it away.
No, but you used to be able to inspect because we have this
Hey,
like,
hey,
platform
hey,
called Skyward.
whoa. Don't get
Okay,
it.
never mind.
the keys to
Bro,
cheating.
parents listening, they taking
Yeah.
notes like,
They're like,
okay,
oh, okay, yeah. Check the back.
logo on the paper.
Check the back.
Where the logo
doing
at?
Oh,
Don't be
no.
doing
I
all
don't watch
that.
that podcast.
Don't show it.
We
Where's that water
we
mark
giving the
at?
parents free
Where's the
game.
water mark?
We getting the parents free game right now. We getting the parents free game for real.
Face the
But-
World podcast. Come get that free game.
Oh
Parents,
God, no! We will get canceled so quick. Oh,
Now,
but
now, when y'all hear the name "Face the World," right? This is the first episode. Right?
Yeah.
okay.
What does that mean to y'all personally?
Taking on challenges.
Face the world, take on challenges, take on everything that comes to you. You know,
It gives you,
It's-
like,
everything's
building,
an
like
obstacle.
drawing
So you know, like
Fresh air.
kind of like hurdles are on track. You go to hurdles, you jump over it. Sometimes you gonna fall, but you know what? You get back up and you jump the next hurdle. Like that's how life is gonna
Yeah.
be. So you know,
Yeah. I mean, for me, you know what I mean? For me, it's like, you know, me and my brother, you know, we've been grinding, me and my brother Darrell, you know, we've been grinding for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, my you know, my CEO grind started in 2013. You know what I mean? And a lot of the work that we was doing, you know, we did a lot behind the scenes. I mean, of course, people saw it because we did a lot of posting on social media. But, you know, until now, you know what I'm saying, we haven't really just touched a platform like this one. You know, so for me, it's like, all right, you know, we ready. It's like a shift. It's time to face the world. Let them know who we are, what we about, and what we came to do.
factual.
With me, it's like, you know, when I hear "Face the World," I think about face your challenges.
Yeah, I was
your
about to say
fears.
that too.
You know, in the world, it's a lot that comes with it. You know, they don't, even though you can go to school, you can go to college for 4 years, you can go to high school for 4 years. It's still certain things you're not gonna know. You still have to get out there in the world and find out for yourself.
You can,
Yeah.
that's why there's such thing as book smart and street smart. You
Yeah.
can't like you can be both, of course, but
I am
most
not
people
both.
Pick one of the two.
And-
Yeah.
Definitely
And-
book smart.
Yeah, you gotta be both. You
And
gotta
most
be
of the
both.
time, when you learn something, it's going to be through an experience. You know,
Right.
nobody can really just tell you. You got to experience it for yourself.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
being willing to face those experiences and not run from them, and not just be like, oh, I had a bad experience, let me run. No, that's the world. It comes with that.
And also, you know, for me, it means, you know, putting yourself out there. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people are, you know, believe it or not, they're afraid to face the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So they
exactly.
they dim their light. You know, they sit on the sideline. They play the background. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if whatever you do, that's cool as long as you know you making the best out of it and you actually doing something with your life. You know what I'm saying? But when you know, doing something like we're doing right now, you know, we got to be ready to take a lot of criticism. You know, people saying you should do it like this, do it like that, and you know, all kinds of things. You know what I mean? And I think it's just, you know, important to just be comfortable with who you are. You know what I mean? And don't let nobody come in and, you know, try to change you. It's good to take constructive criticism, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you know, do what make you happy. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, you know that
Agree.
What about y'all, Zaya? What does it mean to you?
It means like a breath of fresh air. It's like taking on challenges, and even like if you're not physically taking them on, like mentally, like or talking about them. Like it's a podcast, you're talking about them, and I think it's like important to talk about them. And I think the title is a very good title.
Yeah. Definitely.
I would definitely, like I'm basically agreeing with everything y'all are saying, because that's basically exactly what it means. Like, just don't, like, you can't run from nothing. Like, if you run from it, the problem's still gonna be there, like standing, like just waiting for you to be finally get that courage to be like, okay, let me go ahead and take care of my business.
Yeah.
So either way, you're gonna have to do it, but like that, it's face the world basically is like encouragement. Like, don't be afraid. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, and you're not trying to get to 80 years old and then look back and be like,
Oh,
man,
Right, 'cause you
I
was
didn't do
running
that.
so
I wanted to do
running
this.
in
I
the
wanted
wrong
to start a
direction.
YouTube. I wanted to start a podcast. I wanted to start a clothing line. Man, I didn't do it, you know? And it's like
Right.
you don't want to have those regrets, you know what I
Exactly.
mean, when it's late in life, you know? So,
Exactly.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, and you don't want to run from your problems either. If anything, you want to have new problems. You want to have problems that you like, because you're gonna
Exactly.
always have some type of problems or things that you
But
go
no
through.
problems. Yeah.
You know, for me, it was like when I was working 9 to 5 jobs that I just didn't really like working at. It was like that was a problem for me, but at the same time, I still needed to work. So I'd rather
Right.
be my problem making money in business than making money at a 9 to 5. That's my new problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna face that challenge and you know,
Over, yeah.
yeah, and that's just like, you know, Zach, like if you wanted to go to the NBA, you got to keep going to practice every single day. Face that.
Bro,
Don't run
grind
from it.
Facts.
Face it. You know, like face it. You know, Zion, you wanna be, you pretty much want to be very smart at what you do, right? You want to make sure.
FBI, man.
Criminology, you
You want
know,
to do criminology and everything,
law enforcement.
but you know you got to be in those books. You
Yeah,
know it's gonna take,
especially
way
if
more-
it's something you saying that you want to do.
Want to get a
Like,
doctorate.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because I feel like nothing is worse than saying, "Hey, I want to do this," but not taking no action. You know what I mean?
Where
Like,
I am right now because I'm so young and having big dreams. It's like I can't step forward. Like Genesis right now, she's a senior. She can, you know, plan out the colleges she's gonna go to. Like, of course I can do that now, but it's right in front of her face. Like I can go to these colleges.
Yeah.
And me right now as a freshman, like okay, I can go to this college and I want to like do this major and this minor. And then graduate, start this job, and then you know I'm gonna have to wait 4 or 5 years to do that. Because I don't want to graduate high school early. If I do have the choice, I don't think I would want to leave Zachary. I would like our graduation to be at the same time. I would prefer that.
yeah.
But it's
Are
like,
y'all-
There's a lot that comes with that. You know, it's not gonna be easy. You know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
easy.
But you have to face those, right? You can't just run from it like, oh, so I got all this homework.
thanks, Zach.
You know what? I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? You just give your whole dream up because it was just too much work. No, face it. It's
Me
gonna make
every
you
day.
smarter. Some days you're gonna get it's gonna wear you out, but some days it's gonna give you some energy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But you go through those days, and then at the end, you accomplish something. You achieve something.
Facts. It's a marathon.
It's better to achieve something than to like sit there and say, "Oh, I should have done that." You know, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always achieving something. You know what I mean? It's always something to achieve at the end of everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like it's hard, but like even with this podcast, it was hard for us to even get all this knowledge and to come up here and get everybody together. But at the end, when this is over, we achieve something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, we're not
History.
gonna focus on the
Indeed,
problems that was in the
indeed.
middle in the past. Right now, we here, we together as a family, we all healthy. We got things to do. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Exactly.
it's definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing, man.
Shoot. All right, so I know this is completely off topic, but like,
Here he go.
nah, but like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right, I'm real hungry right now, so I want to ask y'all this question: what y'all craving right now? Like, what food y'all craving right now?
Waffle bus. The waffle bus.
What is the waffle
Bro,
bus?
I never heard of that.
See,
You gotta
I
put
go
a song.
downtown too much where I know food places.
Waffle
for,
bus.
The waffle bus. Ooh, some Dave's hot chicken.
That's what I was about to say. I really want some Dave's hot chicken right
First
now.
thing, Zach, I heard him say today, Dave's hot chicken.
Dave's hot chicken. That's really what I.
Dave,
I
that's
want
my first
Walmart
thing.
cookies.
Dave.
If we, like later, if we have time, either we gotta try. Y'all gotta try the waffle bus. The waffle bus is basically like a chicken and waffle place. Like they got waffles, they got chicken, they got waffle fries. Like
Oh, waffle fries.
They got waffle fries and like.
Shout out to the Waffle Bus. if
No,
y'all-
shout out to
Hey,
the waffle bus.
you know I never
Because-
had chicken and waffles.
What?
I haven't either.
I know.
Chicken
I know,
waffles
I
is
never-
good,
I've
bro.
never had chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles
I don't
is
know
fire,
why
bro.
when I go to places, it's like it sound good, but at the same time, it's like I don't know why I just be like
I have security
waffles and
food.
chicken.
I'm telling you, that's a legendary combination.
Yeah, no, I already know.
It's a
I already
legendary
know.
I should taste
You
it.
know, my thing is, I don't really like chicken like off the bone like that. Like
It
that's
had to
the
be
only
chicken
problem. I
breast.
love,
Yeah, it definitely
I
has to
love
be-
chicken, but like,
No,
Nah,
only
it's
chicken
not the
breast.
same. It's not the same. It's not
No,
the same.
it matters.
It's
It's
not-
it
it's
matters.
bro,
It's not the
it's
same.
no, it's
thing.
not the same. It's not the
Boneless
same.
and
Boneless,
not
Boneless
the same.
chicken
No.
is so much better
because
than
the chicken on the
chicken.
bone, it got veins and all this,
But I
and
feel
No,
that
I'm
meat
picky.
just feels
more.
weird.
I feel like
and
I'm getting
Okay.
more done. Like I'm
No.
Okay, let's do
like
this
I'm
then. in.
fighting for
Wait,
the
what?
chicken.
Boneless or
Like, with the
Bone-in
bone
chicken
in,
is
like,
gross.
I feel like
Listen
I'm
to this.
really.
I guarantee you in the comments, if we put this on YouTube, right? In the comments, it's gonna be boneless versus bone in.
There's a lot of
Is this going on
You're gonna hear
Spotify?
more people say
Boneless versus-
bone in.
bone in.
A lot of
There's a lot.
people. A
It's
lot.
only it's simply because of the fact when you eat it, like you have to like tussle with it. Like
Yeah.
it's not like you could just take a bite like a chicken nugget.
I feel like you really bought a meal.
Yeah,
So-
you're really
No.
eating. Like you're really getting
throwing it in
something
your mouth.
done.
You
Like
just
you're
throwing
really
it back. You dipping
you're
it.
really
just-
going in.
Yeah,
Like it's not like you just taking a little bite like a nibble.
I
Like,
can understand that. It's just with like chicken wings. It's like I don't know. It's something different about that. Like for some reason, it's like to me, it's like it's
Zach's just
weird.
hungry, bro.
And like it's like all
Yeah.
weird and the texture like it ain't different as dipping in there and taking a bite with no like thing. Like it's the thing like with chicken wings, like you take a bite out of it and you a vein in your mouth and
That's so
Bro, you
disgusting.
just don't
I
know how to
can't.
eat
Yeah, bro.
bone
Well,
in,
you know
right?
what I'm saying.
Boneless.
like
Yeah,
there's
what
veins
is
in the
he talking about?
wings.
If y'all leave
You
it
eat
up
the
to me, we'll
veins.
be on
Thinking
the
too hard, bro. He's talking about the veins in the wings.
if
I
you
don't
leave it
think
up to
about
me,
the
we'll,
I
we'll
don't
be
think-
talking
I
about
don't
wings
think
all
too
night.
hard.
You
Yeah.
already
We
know.
would have
Cause
to
I
change
no,
the
cause I'll still eat it. I eat everything. I'll still eat it. If y'all give me a plate of bone and wings, I'm still eat it. I'm just saying.
will not eat it.
Rather boneless.
I do have a
I will
question
pout.
though,
Like-
like that is not on the topic of boneless wings because we'll be on that topic for years.
Facts.
if we
Yeah,
do.
factual.
But not even necessarily. Well, for Zaya and maybe Zach, because I know that y'all are like younger. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
Like young as if y'all are too, but y'all are younger, so y'all don't really have like like a boyfriend girlfriend type.
I
But
mean,
like,
that's still
what do
not-
you feel like is the like most thing you learned about like relationships, and for Zaya or Zach, like friendships, like any type
Friendships.
I
of
mean,
Yeah,
relationships,
definitely. Yeah,
like
like-
the most thing you learn, like about like your like significant other.
Yeah, like significant other, something like any.
Yeah,
any
so
sort.
like being in a relationship, like the most like I don't know if it's like what you meant, but like being in a relationship, like with certain girls, it's like most of them is just technically like most of them is just complicated. They're very complicated and they're very
We're complexed.
they're
Very,
very,
very
no they're
complex.
very complex. Like they're me I'm a simple I'm a simple person. So as me being a simple person with a complicated girl, it's like well dang like you.
nonchalant.
Yeah, I'm not nonchalant. It's like I'm just simple. Like it's like, hey, like you, like it's like nah. It's like you. Man, I just want some Waffle House. You trying to get some? You trying to go to a whole different place? I'm like, well, I don't
Oh,
care.
man, that's all girls, man.
Yeah. Or nah, I don't want no like just the most
Bruh.
popular thing. Yeah, I don't want no food. Then when you get some food, she wants your food.
Zachary's just upset.
Bruh, yeah, but
Yeah.
that hey, that's
Upset is
females.
spaghetti.
That's
Yeah.
honestly that's
Yeah.
just how they
Yeah,
are,
said
bro.
to the girl, like, what do y'all feel like y'all really learn?
So far. I mean,
Like when you think about relationship, the first thing, like, yeah, this is what I need to let y'all know. Like,
Me, I'll tell you. With me, it's you gotta match that person's energy.
Yeah,
Right.
that too.
More-
Yeah, that too.
You see this person giving less, you
Don't
give
give
less
more,
as well.
right.
And if
Yeah.
it fades off, it fades off. But if
Yeah.
that person's giving more, give more as well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You don't
Right.
want somebody going so hard for you, but then you like, nah, I'm gonna just,
I'm
know,
just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch you do.
just watch you do that. You know.
Right.
So if you see somebody that's giving you that same energy that you want, give it back in return. But
Yeah.
as soon as you see that it's not being reciprocated, fall back.
Treat them how they
Right.
treat you.
yeah, I
basically.
mean,
That's a good
you
one.
because you gotta understand, y'all a team. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you yelling at your spouse, you downing your spouse, all you really doing is hurting. You know what y'all really trying to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're hurting. It's hurting both of y'all. You know what I mean? And then like another thing, I think it's like it's important. Like when you're in a relationship, it's important not to lose yourself. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's a
Like
big one.
when you get in a relationship, don't stop doing what you were doing for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep working out. Keep pursuing your passions, chasing your dreams. Keep doing what you got to do for you. You know, both of y'all. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna be important. If you got one person going hard, you know, they doing all of this, they doing all of that. The other person just sitting at home. That's when one person start to get all insecure and want to know what
Right.
you out doing this and you just at cheer practice or you
Right.
just at the gym or something. So
Exactly.
I think it's important for both of
I
y'all to
should
have
have
your
his birthday party.
hobbies. You know what I'm saying? And things that you do outside of each other. And then when y'all come together, you know what I'm saying? You know, it should be it's a you know, y'all are one. Y'all are one. So
Exactly.
yeah.
What about you, Zaya? Like friendships?
Yeah,
crushes, whatever.
for friendships, because again, I still can't relate to crushes. But for friendships, I think it's important to communicate. I feel like just like in a regular relationship, you
And,
need
yeah.
to let them know like boundaries, especially like how far like you want to go as like a friend. It's like, hey, don't come over my house at 10 p.m. at night. Like I'm asleep. Don't be calling my phone. Don't be texting me when I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Or just like don't call me really early in the morning.
Right.
But I think friendship is like based off of like you don't have to have everything in common. Like me and most of my friends, we're pretty different. My friends have other friends, but I think it's important to spend time with one another and not just focusing on, one friend at a time.
Yeah.
Because especially like a lot of my friends are like leaving. I had a friend that transferred to Horizons, which is the early college high school I was talking about earlier. And
Spoilers.
I've had I've had like friends disappear, like go
Yeah.
out of thin air, and people, especially from like middle school to high school, it's like friends transfer to other school districts, to other schools. And right now, I have like one friend I talk to on a daily basis, and like she goes to my school. I talk to her, and of course, I have my other friends. But I think it's important just to like reevaluate who's valuable to you. Because especially when I hang around people that make you feel good
Yeah.
and that you like and that
Yeah.
you're not putting up a fake front with, because you don't want to act like you like somebody and not actually like them. Like you need to be authentic to your friends and not just pretend, oh, I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon too. When you
Yeah.
really just hate Pokemon.
Yeah, and that's really just being true to yourself. You got to be true to yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's super crucial out here in this world. Stand true to yourself. Again, don't lose yourself in any relationship that you in, whether it's friends, your family, spouse, whatever it is. Like just don't lose yourself.
No,
you know?
for real.
This world.
Friend
I
of
would
just talked about texting
necessarily
me.
say
That's funny.
one thing I really like learned over the time is that even though like you said like you're a team, at the end of the day the main person you got to think about is yourself. Like how you're feeling, how your mental health is, and always keeping it real, like always keeping it 100. Lies lead you to more lies, and more
Facts.
lies lead you to nothing. Like you just lied for no reason.
Yeah.
And I would mainly say, like, when I said, like, think about yourself first.
Make sure you're
like-
speaking into the mic.
Oh, yeah. Like, think about yourself first. Like, basically, if you know that you don't deserve to be treated a certain way, if you know that you don't deserve to keep going through, like, keep repeating yourself, if you feel like you don't deserve, like, having to, just keep doing the stuff that you normally just wouldn't put up with. Don't
Yeah.
put up with it.
Yeah,
like,
no.
you don't have to put up with
Yeah,
it. Like,
you don't have to put up.
especially like everybody needs to keep in mind that not everybody is going to be like permanent. Like some people are meant to be in your life to be temporary. Like
Yeah.
some people are meant to come and go so you can learn something. So
It's a lot of relationships you go through. Some of them are meant to be friends.
No,
You know what I
right,
mean?
and
we
it's-
got with each other because, of course, we was attracted to each other.
Exactly.
But that person may have been there to be your friend this whole time.
exactly.
You know?
So it's like if you got it, like what I was saying earlier, like the breakup thing, like sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Like I didn't want to do that. Like that hurt my feelings in itself, but sometimes you got to think about your mental health. How is this person really treating you? How is this
Yeah.
person really making you feel? Like when you go home, like are you actually happy with that person, or are you just in a relationship just to be in a relationship? Like you got to really think about stuff like that. So like that's what I mean by putting yourself first. Don't be thinking, oh, if we break up, I'm gonna be by myself, or when we break up, like what if they do this? What if they do that? Like nah, all that don't matter. It matters about your mental health at the end of the day. Like that's top priority.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
definitely agree.
Let me explain one thing that is wrong with guys these days, and I'm gonna say one word.
He's supposed to be on our side.
Let
One
me
thing
let me
that's wrong with
explain.
guys
Let me
these
explain. And it's not none of y'all, both of y'all, none of y'all. But
goodness,
let me
bro.
explain one thing.
my goodness.
One word.
Every time he talks, I'm just
One
like,
word.
oh, Lord.
Simps. That's a huge problem in guys these days because here's the
I'm a
thing.
simp.
Stop simping.
A girl treats you wrong and you still continue to try to, oh no, I'm sorry. You
I think
acting sweet, bro.
apologizing
You
is
chocolate cake, look,
good, though.
bro. I'm tired of these dudes, and it's just one quote that these simps or these weird dudes try to use.
Nice guys.
Nice guys always
guys.
finish last. I hate that
Okay,
quote.
let's define,
But
okay, for the people that don't know what a simp is.
Yes,
what do
I
you-
was about to say, let me please describe. What
So
I
let me
feel
explain
like
what
simp
this-
is.
But
okay, this
explain.
gonna be good because we get female's perspective.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Simp.
in my opinion, a simp is not a guy that simply treats his girl right. Like,
Right.
if your female is treating you right and you treat her right back, that's not being a simp.
Right.
That's just you being a good boyfriend. Like, simply. A simp, to me, is when I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm just sitting here and you just showering me with stuff. Like, you just doing all this, doing all that. And
Yeah,
I'm not
put
really
in no
showing you
effort.
that same energy
You're not
back.
matching
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, like I'm
Exactly.
you just going overboard for no
Exactly.
reason. Like
Facts,
you dry
facts.
ODing. Like why are you doing that? Like that I think that's what a simp is. Like dudes that I like beg, like, oh please get with me. Like I will do
Yeah,
whatever.
bro.
Like that's a simp to me. Like
this-
now bro, like you're embarrassing yourself. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like there's
Put no
just,
names out there.
like there's
Keep the names
Genesis,
out
I
there.
mean, all right, what's your definition of a simp?
Oh gosh. Okay.
And
Well,
it's funny because she's not in the dating world.
I'm not
in the
Never
dating
been
world.
in at all,
Right.
like,
so
really.
I describe myself as a simp, but like as like a no, but not. This is I'm like,
Perfectional characters.
I'm a simp for Andrew Garfield and for Tom Holland.
All right.
don't forget don't forget
Who is
MGG.
Tom Holland.
Fictional
Oh, no,
character,
that is-
Spider-Man.
that is,
Oh.
a
very
fictional
Spider-Man.
character, Spencer Reed,
Why you
not
gotta say his
MGG.
His first and last name?
MGG is
Tom Holland.
Because a Tom can be anyone.
Tom can be any-
Hanks, like
but Tom Holland
Holland. That
is
was just
the
so
is the
random.
newest Spider-Man. And then Andrew Garfield was the
Dude,
second
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Sheesh.
Andrew Garfield is so
Three of
hot.
them.
But I think a simp is more just like, especially because somebody that's like not dating. It's just something that like you like very much and you just get very excited when like you see them like they're so cute.
Yeah.
not what a simp
yeah.
is, but sure.
No, but like I'm a simp
That's her
for Andrew
definition
Garfield.
of a
No,
simp.
it's
So I'll
when
let
it's
her
when
have it.
you see
Yeah,
a
that's her.
photo of a person and you cry because they're so hot.
No,
Got you.
I've
That's
done
just a
that.
weirdo. That's just
Skip
obsession.
over.
I've done
That's
that.
just a weird
Skip
obsession.
over her.
That's just
No, like,
I-
that's just a weird obsession.
No,
That's
it's
what
not a
that
weird
is.
obsession.
yeah, that's
I but I
You
cry
crying
over
over
my dog all of the
Spider-Man.
time.
It's fighting the screen right now.
Zendaya, it's
Crying
okay.
over Spider-Man. Zendaya punching the air right now.
Zendaya is getting ready for the premiere of Euphoria in exactly I don't
All
know.
right, we don't.
But you know,
30
that may be a
minutes.
simp, you know, I mean, but you know, people are emotional when they see
Yeah.
certain people, so you can't say classify that as a simp.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
nah,
cry
nah.
when I see my
Let me-
dog.
Oh, I've been seeing you in like 3 weeks. I see
Yeah.
a photo. That's my wife. You know, obviously you don't feel something.
Nah,
you know?
nah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah,
Simps,
yeah.
no.
You know.
Let me elaborate like on a nice guys finish last thing real quick.
I hate when guys say that.
I hate when
What does
guys
that
say that.
mean?
It's
Nice
be-
I don't
guys
understand.
finish
What does
last.
that mean?
yeah. Here's the thing why I don't like that. If you're too nice to somebody, if a girl is too nice, you talking about, oh my gosh, here, let me buy you this, let me buy you. You know what? Matter of fact, let me go wash your clothes for you, and let me go set you a hair appointment. Why you want? That's like pretty much your mom. That's like you take care of somebody and you overdoing something. Like you don't like when somebody's like, or 2 years and they still got feelings for you, bro. Like that's just at this point. I'm like, I don't even want you no more. Like you want the challenge.
Well,
you want
that's really
you want
serious.
arguments. Sometimes you want something. You know. Not everything got to be perfect, bro. Like that's pretty much me. Like
I
sometimes
think it depends
you
on
know,
the people, but at the same time, I've heard plenty of females say, I don't know Wilden. Like he was just too nice.
Exactly.
Like I don't know.
It be like
He
it's,
was just
it's
too
like
nice.
that though. Like to be honest, like they're like I was in a situation. I was telling you about this. the
yeah,
other
this
day.
morning.
This morning.
It was
This
this morning.
morning.
Yeah, it was
this
this morning.
I was telling them about this dude that just
Get close to
texts
the
me
mic.
like on. Oh, I did. Oh, my bad. I thought you
might be
thought
loud.
You gotta put it close to your face.
I turned it off or something. I was like, oh lord.
No.
No,
I
it's
did-
just yeah.
But like basically what I was saying, like guys, like I just don't really like guys that just like I just want to see you like right now, like I'm just missing you so
Yeah.
much. Like
I think that's kind of cute.
it's
Yeah, see, some girls do like that though.
some girls do.
Nice
but
guys
I
are
You like
attractive.
them
and then plus like I grew up with them. Like I grew up with my
Yeah.
big brothers. Like I like to
And
be
little
called
brother.
ugly. Like I like to be bullied.
Like how I made fun of you, yeah.
I like to be bullied. Like I don't like to. I've never been the type to really like to be showered with
Yeah,
attention.
exactly.
Oh, pampered to me.
It-
Like
it-
I'm just not
I
that
think
type
it's
of
I
female.
think you gotta have a healthy balance. You gotta have a healthy
Right,
balance. You
like
can't be too much of an
right.
a-hole, and you can't be too much of a softie.
Exactly.
Females
exactly.
definitely don't want a softie. They want a masculine man.
No.
They don't want a feminine man.
That's always.
Unless you're Zaya.
I like the
Unless
more
you're Zaya.
femininity in a
Unless you're
man.
Zaya.
Yeah,
I don't
Boys
want
with
to
skirts
over
on.
masculine.
Zaya likes boys with skirts and
I just
dresses
said it has to be
on.
a balance. A balance.
A balance,
Not a,
yeah.
That's just
No,
Zaya,
but I
me
feel like
personally, I would need
feminine
a
have to
balance.
overrule the masculine. I would. If me and my boyfriend were to go out, if he wanted to wear a dress, I wear a dress with him. We can wear matching outfits. I wouldn't care. No, we would
Transparency in this podcast right now.
You gotta wait for her to grow up. Because I'm like,
As long as it's matching pants and not matching dresses, like
No, like I wouldn't.
It's
Like
that's just look like besties on a date with a gay bestie, bro.
hey twins.
Hey, pop
So
your-
if somebody come up and cause problems, who gonna fight? Like y'all both got dresses on. You gonna be trying to get behind. He gonna be. See, that's the thing.
Who's
Y'all
the
have to
protector?
no, but like,
separate the two.
but again, a more feminine person can also be more masculine. Like, you know, if my boyfriend didn't like fighting, and let's say I was like a fighter person, I wouldn't mind taking the lead.
you gonna fight for
You're
him,
not a
man?
fighter person though.
Whoa.
But if I
none of
was,
I've
y'all-
never heard a girl say that.
But-
I would
or if
fight
I-
for my boyfriend.
because I
would
wouldn't.
too. It depends on what the situation.
It depends
is,
on
though.
if it's a
So
girl
if
or
he said,
not.
like, I don't want to fight him. Can you?
Oh no!
No, if it was
Wait,
like
no.
no, I'm talking
You're
like
gonna have
life
to
or death. Because I wouldn't just go up and like fight a person. But if someone like were to come and rob me or him, like if he was incapable or if like we could fight together, like I wouldn't run away.
That's some Dirk and India type stuff, fighting together.
I
But
would
like, if
just,
you
like-
just you taking control of the situation, you beating them up.
But sometimes you
Come
have
on,
to
nah.
take control. Like I
Nah, I
you
don't
shouldn't
believe
be
that.
afraid
Zaya.
of the
I'm
toxic
feeling the complete
masculinity.
opposite.
Like
I need my man. Like if I'm about to get like my purse getting stolen,
Oh,
I'm
boom,
running, but you better be running faster.
of course
Like,
I want to
like,
feel safe with him, but I
like-
feel like he should also feel safe with me. Like I feel like it should be equal. Like if I go on a date, I should pay and then he should pay, or we should split the tip.
Oh well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
not what
yeah,
we're
I
talking
like
about
that.
at all.
You know,
though.
but
That's
I
not
just
what-
like feel like it should be an equal balance.
Yeah,
Nah,
but, I mean, but
just
she
stick
but
with dates.
It's like I like that she bringing that up because some men just feel like, no, you're not paying.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to be.
I got
See,
it.
that's what I mean. I don't
gotta.
want over masculine to
Yeah.
make him think that he just can't like. Oh, thanks. To like over masculine to make him like think that I just can't do anything for myself. Like,
Yeah,
no, don't
yeah.
touch anything. Like, no, I got.
Yeah,
it.
don't
Like, dude, I can-
cripple your woman.
Right, like, dude,
She got to be ready too if it go down.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
that's a
I'm
fact.
good. Like I can handle myself. I'm not gonna call myself like a whole independent, strong. Like I'm obviously independent, but like I want help, but I don't want you doing everything for me.
And fellas, this is why it's important to get to know somebody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like that's
You
what
Don't
I'm
see the
stereotype.
difference.
That's
You
what
see
I'm
the, you
working
see the
on
difference
more.
over
It's
here.
just like not meeting somebody and just because you like them like off top, you got to get with them. Nah, like we got to take time to get to know people.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
literally.
And I think a lot more relationships would work out
Would last
or
longer.
or would be saved. You may save yourself the heartache if you actually knew how that person was. But the problem is, we meet somebody, it's all that honeymoon phase. Within the first month, you are
And then
already
it just,
together
like,
and doing
dies
all this
down.
stuff.
Right.
And then 3 months, 4 months, 5 months down the line, you figure out who they really are, and you like, oh, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, I just
You
don't
know what I'm saying?
understand how people can hop into relationships like so fast. Like, oh, you're my boyfriend. Like, I can get you trying to get to know the person.
Yeah.
But like, I've been seeing a lot like on my social media. You know, like
You
I'm
need to be
still in high
friends
school.
first.
Like,
Yeah.
like I would see my friend. Oh, my guy friend. He'll have a girlfriend. Not have a girlfriend. Oh,
Have a
I got a
girlfriend.
new girlfriend.
And a girlfriend.
Oh,
And
no
a girlfriend.
anymore.
Yeah, that's a
now I
lot.
got a new girl. I'm
We
like,
could be possibly talking about the
Oh,
same
I know
person.
somebody like that.
I definitely know somebody like that,
Yeah.
and I
We
think
all
we
know
might
somebody like
we might
that.
be thinking of the same person because he just be like, oh, and then he posts on his story, I'm so sick of these females. I'm not dating no more. Next week. So guys, I got my new girlfriend.
Yeah, like
It's
I just don't think that's healthy.
First of all,
though,
how are
like,
you
for
getting all of-
anybody. Like, why do you just want
you're
to keep jumping?
You're obviously just keep jumping. How are you even getting like a girlfriend? Because if
Yeah,
I would see
that's
them
not
like
a
your
real
track
girlfriend,
record is not good. It's like just like a house. If you're not paying your credit card, if you're not paying your bills, why would they give you another credit card?
Well, you know, the next girl don't.
Like, why?
The next girl don't know what happened between you and
Exactly,
or the
but
next
that's the
guy.
girl's
whatever.
Unless they
fault,
real
too,
public
though,
with
'cause
they
she's not
stuff.
asking questions.
That guy's
And
pretty
then
public.
When the guy
Yeah.
dumps her all fast, she's like, what?
Because it's
happened?
nothing to say. Well, what happened in your last relationship? What was how was your last relationship?
That's a good
I see.
question to ask when you first start
Can I
talking
go
to
first?
somebody, though.
You asked what happened.
I'm not asking.
Oh, I thought he asked what happened.
But what did? Zachary,
I
you
was
seem
like,
very
oh,
excited.
I was like, oh, can I go?
Zach,
I was blowing her up. She didn't want me no more.
I'm intrigued,
Nah,
Zachary.
That's
You ready? Is it?
What is the story?
So I want to know the story.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
man.
we don't want to know.
No,
the
yeah.
story.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, yo,
I want to know the
Save it for
story.
another
We save it for the next episode.
it's a very
Another
brief story.
time.
It's a very brief story. It's nothing too personal.
God.
It's brief. But
Every time you just
go on, say it.
Nah, but yeah, I like it. I like what everybody's saying. You know, on the whole relationship topics. You know what I mean? I think like, you know, to sum it up with me, like before you get in a relationship, work on yourself. Like take time to work on yourself. Figure out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, and you know what I mean. Like weigh your options. Like you know what I mean. And then if you find somebody that you like, see where it goes. But like I said, just get to know them first. Cause me personally, I made that mistake so many times in my life, to where I'm 30 years old and I'm really just now saying, all right, Sid, you need to work on yourself before you even start messing with any female again. You need to work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself to where you want to be first, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, living wise, anything, all of that, and then you know put yourself back on the market. You know what I'm saying? As a high value man.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, wait. I got a question.
Okay.
Who do y'all see in the future with these podcasts? Who do y'all see like an influencer or a celebrity? Who do y'all see joining us?
We need to start an Instagram for this podcast.
Williams.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Oh gosh, Genesis. I see like
Basketball
having a
player.
friend come and talk. Like not even just an influencer. Like if I just like, you know,
I see us having a lot of people on the podcast who
a
have
guest.
a message. You know what I mean? Like they have something going on within their lives who, you know, to where, you know, if they come on, they could share. Obviously, we getting to know them and what they're about and everything, and we can learn something from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really anybody like that. You know what I mean? It could be young, old, middle-aged, boy, girl, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. As long as you have, you know what I'm saying, a story and a positive message that can inspire others, then you welcome to come on our podcast.
You know,
This is more so. I told you know, me and Cedric when we made this podcast, we said this was an educational podcast. You
Yeah.
learn something from the stuff we saying. We laughing, we joking, and cool. But there's moments where you can learn from what we've been through.
I like the different
Exactly.
ages we have because you have
Like,
like
you get
lots of
something from it.
perspective. Like you
I
have
want
the older
SZA on here.
perspective, the younger
and
perspective.
I wanted to involve. I always see my thing too was like going back to when Genesis was like, what made you want to, you know, get into this whole motivational speaking thing? You know, one of the things was working with the youth. You know what I mean? Because I know it sounds cliche, but y'all are the future. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what y'all do is gonna be affecting me. You know, when I'm older and things like that. So. You know, I feel like if we could get to the youth and we can get them on a more positive type of frequency, you know what I mean, vibration and all of that, and, you know, inspire them to, you know, not just be average in life. Like, you know that you're great. So, you know, pursue your greatness. You know what I mean? And I feel like with you guys being here, you guys can, you know, relay that message. Because
Right,
obviously
right,
they can relate to y'all a whole lot more than me and Darrell, you know?
Exactly.
So
all right. I got two things. I want SZA in here.
hey, I'm not gonna cap. SZA,
I
you
don't
welcome
wanna
to come
shit.
on.
I don't think that's
SZA,
gonna
you
happen.
always welcome.
I'm not.
I know. No, she's very much welcome.
Hey, but here's the second thing. Look, you said Mikey Williams Genesis. Why do you want Mikey Williams in here? What's special?
do,
What you
Jess?
got going
he
on
is
with
my
him?
bae that does not know that he's my bae.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Mikey in here watching this.
Well, like
Mikey, just know she in.
It's Mikey Williams.
He's a
think
star,
he's a basketball
star,
We're not
star
bringing
basketball
Mikey Williams
player.
on a podcast for y'all to flirt the whole.
This is an educational podcast.
We can ask him about like what's up with the basketball, and then after the podcast,
Nah,
you already
Nah, you just told your whole plan. So
Okay, never
definitely
mind.
not.
Okay.
But yeah, let's wrap up this podcast. Anybody they want to say anything about their social media accounts?
Oh, I sure do. I am trying to be a model, so please help me get to that point on my Instagram, Genesis_Madden with 2 N's, and then my TikTok too, Genesis_2 and then much.
How many followers do you have on TikTok, Genesis?
On TikTok, I have 33.4K
Okay.
right now, and I'm trying to grow that to at least 100K. and I'm trying to get my Instagram to 10K at least. So
10K.
Okay, cool. Guess it's my turn.
Yep.
So follow my Instagram. It's Zaya ZYA S. So Zaya's _life. I don't know. I post pictures and lots of like Hamilton Criminal Minds related content on my story because I love those. And my TikTok, not don't really follow it, but
walls are so cool.
walls are cool. Actually, there's no so in it. So .walls.r.cool. It's very fun.
All right, and my bad, let me clear my throat. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Cedric Speaks. We'll put it on the screen, but SEDRICK Speaks. I just recently dropped my new ebook, Instagram Unlocked. So if y'all need any type of strategies, tips, and all of that, to help you grow your Instagram page, you know what I mean? Get more followers, get more engagement, get more customers, clients, boost your appearance, anything of that sorts. Just hit me up. On TikTok, I don't got that many followers. That's not really my platform. So in the
Same.
future podcast, Genesis is going to be telling us how to grow our TikToks. But yeah, you can follow me on TikTok. That's more of a fitness page. And that's Cedric Speaks as well. And then on Facebook, Cedric Johnson. Y'all can find me there.
Follow my IG. It's
Just spell it out, bro.
I changed it like last minute. It's we FWZ, so we mess with Z pretty much. But so that's we FWZ pretty much. Something simple. Follow my I had it was last minute change. I might change it again, but just follow just for now.
So you
Follow-
can't change it for a minute then.
Like 2 weeks, it's cool. I changed it like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can change it too.
Yeah. Everybody follow my TikTok too. Love Zach. Love. Yeah.
Hey, TikTok. I'm friends with him on
Yeah,
TikTok.
love Zach.
Yeah. So it's
Zach.
like LU. Yeah.
LUV.
LUV _ Zach
ZACH.
ZACH with 2 H's at the end. Yeah.
And y'all can follow me on Instagram at Darrell World. You can follow me on Twitter as well at SV2 Darrell Johnson. I'm not really on Facebook, so if you want to go on there, you can. But that's just my regular name, Darrell Johnson. You can find me on there. And like I said, Face the World podcast. This is a family thing. We all related.
Face the world.
Face the
Gonna start some
world.
socials for this podcast, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta start.
Greatest podcast in the world.
Oh yeah.
Greatest podcast.
We need a
in the
logo.
world. Family coming together, and we get to share
Our life
knowledge,
stories.
We get to share experiences. We get to share whatever we want to share.
For sure.
There's no
For sure.
topic.
It's a safe space.
Yeah, it's a safe
Yeah.
space where we come together and we get to, get to know each other as well. Because there's a lot of things
Yeah.
on here I did not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be
Her-
back. We'll
her
definitely be
matching
back for
dresses.
episode 2 for sure.
So yeah, we'll be back in Face the World podcast.
We out.
We out.
We out.
Yeah, we out.
Bye.